Kairi Nasai Minasan. Today we're gonna discuss about the Reiwa generation, especially their 10th rider, and that is I'm gonna call it the Reiwa decade. Okay, I'm really excited to talk about this, but before that, we need to talk about Masahiro Inoue, the OG Kamen Rider decade. We are not so sure what is to come for his future. He announced it in his GGE channel, YouTube channel. He talked about how he's not sure what is he gonna do after he quit and the entertainment business. But one thing he know for sure is that he's wanna continue to use the name Masahiro Inoue because he wants to be known as Masahiro Inoue rather than Decade. Okay, so with that being said, I wish him all the best in whatever future venture that he's gonna do, but this video is gonna be about the Reiwa decade, okay? Because god damn it, we are now in a new era. It is gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. I believe even in the Showa era, in Black and Black RX, if not mistaken, in between these two series, they actually has a special episode to celebrate their 10th anniversary. If not mistaken, Black RX is the 10th Showa rider. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we actually have like there's a special episode where all the previous rider, all the Showa rider, all gather together. Okay, that is really crazy. But now we have the Heisei generation. First one, the first decade is definitely like gonna be a very memorable thing, and it actually set the tone for what we can actually expect as a fan of the rider fandom to kind of like predict in 2029 we're gonna get yet another series that is similar to Decade and Zio. So I have my own idea on what the motive and what the gimmick of Kamen Rider, I don't know, Reiwa Decade is gonna be, but I just want to talk about Decade and Zio a little bit first. Okay, so first of all, we got Decade. His gimmick is he carry around a lot of character card and all the stuff, so it is very different from a trump card. Okay, so character cards, you could actually think about it in a sense, it is kind of like a baseball card game, something like that. So this is something that you actually carry around and you want to collect all the cards that you can actually have. It's a little bit similar to like collecting all the Pokemon and capturing all the Pokemon, something like that. And that is the motive of Decade. And he also uses a Polaroid camera, like a two eyes camera, something like that, to capture the moment of other rider. So in a sense, when you think about it, you could also think about that maybe the motive and the gimmick of Kamen Rider Decade is a Polaroid photo as well, because he basically captured the photo of other rider, and by doing that he actually gained the ability to access their power, something like that. Okay, so really interesting stuff that we actually get to see here. And in 2019 we actually got the infamous Kamen Rider Zio. Okay, personally I love Zio because it actually helped us to see quite a lot of conclusion to the story that I never know I needed. Like Ryuki, okay, like what happened, like what is the real ending of Ryuki, and Zio actually show us the real ending of Ryuki, and we also get to see the real ending of Kamen Rider Blade. That is so good. I really enjoy it. And the motive and gimmick of Zio is time and watch, so it is very different from Decade. Decade focus on photo memory, and this time Zio they focus on the time, the clock, and all those stuff. Okay, so it is about a generation, something like that. So Zio is very interesting. The gimmick is time and clock and watches and all those stuff. But what about 2029? What is the gimmick and motive of the Reiwa Decade gonna be? Okay, so it might sound a little bit dumb, but I felt like they might actually go back to Decade. Okay, they might actually go back to the original idea that they have, and they might reuse the idea of Decade, especially after what we saw happening to nothing happened to Masahiro Inoue, but after he quit, I felt like it is a very amazing time for them to reboot the character into a Reiwa Decade, something like that. We're not so sure what to actually name this dude, but maybe you can let me know in the comment section below what is your idea for the Reiwa Decade. Give me the Reiwa Decade name idea, something like that. But I think one really good idea that they can actually go about and do it is kind of like utilize a rather than cut, because like cut is a little bit, you know, overdone, I would say. But then again, we will never know. Maybe in the future they're gonna come back. But what if the new gimmick and motive of the 2029 rider, in a sense, is gonna be kind of like VR, something like that, like the metaverse, something like that. So he can actually access like different world of the rider using like VR technology or something like that. Well, I don't know, okay, but I feel like that is definitely gonna be like how the technology progresses into the Reiwa generation. Because when we look at 01, it is a they actually specifically make a movie about Kamen Rider 01, Reiwa, the first generation. So the first generation of Reiwa is 01, and he is the new Ichigo. So that is what everyone wants. That is like how the Kamen Rider franchise want to start their Reiwa series, to remind everyone 01 is the new Ichigo for the Reiwa series. So if they really are following this trend, like we see Saber next, and then we see Revise, and now we see Giz, most of them are technologically based, and Saber is a little bit more mythological, but it is more on like the thing that they're actually tackling are dreams and hope of people, keeping promises, family, nakama. And now in the fourth Reiwa series, we are listening into the desire of people. So maybe at like the one of the motive of the Reiwa Decade is gonna have is the 7 deadly sin. Okay, that is just a theory. I don't even have a script. Okay, I don't even have a script. I'm just saying everything that comes to my mind right now. But if they actually goes with the 7 deadly sin, it will be quite interesting in a sense if they actually explore that corner, like how different people are like rider is gonna have different form, and they can actually empower the human nature or something like that. Definitely the Reiwa Rider right now, like if as an adult, when you watch it, you are definitely gonna feel a little bit of connection to what the overall moral story that they're gonna give us. But as a kid, you can still enjoy it for what it is. So that is what makes Reiwa Generation Rider so good. Okay, like I know there's a lot of CG usage and all those stuff, but like the way they tell the story definitely have improved over time. And especially now that we are entering into the Reiwa generation, like every single season of Reiwa, I believe there is an ultimate message to send. So I felt like maybe in 2029, we are not sure how Japan is gonna be like at that moment. Maybe it's gonna be in a great regression because of tourism and all those stuff. We do not know. Okay, we cannot predict the future. But one thing that I am pretty sure that they're gonna talk about, maybe one thing that they're gonna talk about is like respecting the older generation, but still moving towards the future, something like that. Okay, so that might actually be the motive and the kind of like core value that the Reiwa Decade is gonna bring to us. But that is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this idea, the Reiwa Decade? Like, let me know all of your thoughts, all of your like theory, because there is no right answer, and that is why I love Kamen Rider so much. There is no manga for you to read. There's no light novel for you to read. We can only speculate it just by all the episode that we actually see. That is all. Hope you enjoy. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.